Alright, we're recording. I just about fell asleep a few minutes ago because I was putting my toddler to sleep for his nap time. So I need a minute to collect myself. But anywho, hello everyone. It's good to be back, catching up casually and making time to connect on an informal basis. The sun is shining and my husband is mowing the lawn outside, and we just got back from spending the morning at the park. That's been our routine, my son and I. We'd spend as much time as possible outside. So I did catch a bit of color on my face from neglecting to put enough sunscreen on. But I digress. It's good to connect with everybody. I just wanted to pop in and catch up. It's the middle of the year, and it's a good way to reassess how things are going and evaluate how the year's priorities and goals have been progressing. I'm not going to dive too deep into goal progress, but things are going well, and my personal goals are progressing because I think I was a lot more intentional in minimizing the noise this year in terms of my personal goals and refocusing them on what's important right now in my life. I did want to catch up a little bit on something I talked about last year, which was the book I've been writing, and it's pretty much done. And now I'm in the phase of assessing a publishing situation, identifying the right route to take in terms of self-publishing, which would likely take a lot less time than a publishing house. So stay tuned for that. I'll keep you posted as always. And again, I'm not an expert in whatever I have to say in terms of what's being written in the book, but I thought it's a useful platform to share my thoughts and experiences. And yeah, I've been having fun with it actually. In terms of videos, I hope you've been enjoying this year's videos. It's our second year around, and I'm trying to be a lot more creative this year in terms of the soft skills being covered. And do feel free to share your suggestions and any feedback on topics you'd like covered. I already have a couple of suggestions, and I'm incorporating them into the upcoming videos. I don't have all the videos laid out until the end of the year yet, but I do have some ideas that I'm building into each month's blueprint. Those that have joined more recently, first off, thank you so much for joining and for subscribing to the channel. The way I go about the monthly videos is trying to build a story from the beginning of the month until the end of the month, where I recap the 3 or 4 different topics every week and combine them into a cohesive story in terms of skill building and essentially building our professional toolkit. And a lot of these skills that we talk about in the videos are not necessarily applicable in a professional setting, but also in life in general, which is why I always kind of tied back to our personal lives and building our skills as people as opposed to only professionals. And I think this is mostly useful for young professionals who are starting their careers, but everybody needs a refresh every now and then, and a reminder to build certain skills that are important for daily life. So, I think the skills that I've been sharing aren't necessarily something that I've built overnight. It's taken a few years to develop my own personal toolkit, as we say. But it's just, I think, fun to share personal experiences and how we've gone about life. So I hope you are enjoying it. I do want to take a moment and truly thank the group here, the subscribers that have joined so far. I'm truly grateful for the interaction, the collaboration, and mostly you joining our little group. It's really motivating and encouraging to see the growing viewership as time goes on. And I'm very hopeful that we can really build something together. Again, I consider this sort of a hobby and a group that we're working together on, and not necessarily a personal or selfish endeavor. So I do want to make it as much of a collaborative space for all of us as possible. So I do always encourage in the videos for everybody to share comments and feedback and interact as much as possible, although it's sometimes quite dead, to be honest. But it's pretty fair. I mean, I rarely interact or have any sort of internet footprint in terms of sharing my thoughts with the people I watch on YouTube. So it's very fair and I get it. But I do open up the space for any sort of thoughts to be shared as much as possible. So as I've mentioned previously, for the rest of the year, I do have a few ideas laid out, and we'll be diving into a little bit more of the sort of specific topics per se, not necessarily generic or higher level skills to build. So we'll get into a little bit more of the specifics, and I'll give some more examples on books I've read, either in the past or more recently. So I hope that you'll enjoy the upcoming content in the near future. And we'll definitely catch up more casually fairly soon. Definitely once there are updates on the book publishing progress. So I'll keep you posted on that. And until then, I hope you enjoy the summer. Stay out of the really hot sun, but as much as possible outside, because I think it's very healthy for the mind, body, and soul to be outside as much as possible. And until then, take care and learn as much as possible, and make sure to continue to build your own toolkit, whether through this little group that we have or on your own terms, in terms of improving on what you have as potential. So good luck with that, and speak to you soon. Bye, everybody.